Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of Art Journal Thursday, where we get creative every single Thursday here on this channel. Since a lot of you guys wanted to see a video about how to paint a galaxy, I decided I would show you my process of painting different versions and also use a super cheap set of watercolors just to show you guys that you don't need super fancy and super expensive tools to have fun painting and to get pretty results. So here I will be using the wet on wet technique like in the previous watercolor tutorial where we painted a sunset, so we can really make the different colors run into each other and create these interesting patterns. The way I like to paint galaxies is I usually start with the lightest shade and color that I would like to use, and then I add the other colors around it and make them slightly run into each other. But when you apply the paint, try to dab on the paint rather than moving the brush all over the paper. I find it's more fun and you get more interesting results if you just let the paint do its magic while it's still wet. You can just control it a little bit and guide it. But for example, if you add water to the paper and then add wet paint on top, it will just melt into the water and create a beautiful pattern while the paint is flowing on the paper. So don't worry too much, guys. There are different ways how to paint galaxies, but for me, painting with a wet brush on dry paper is not really that fun when it comes to painting something like galaxies, because without adding water to the paper first, the paint will just sit there and won't do anything. And if you add another color to the blob of paint that is sitting on the paper, it will just run into each other and everything might just turn brown. So I like to create a place where the different colors can have fun and move around. So yeah, that's how I do it here. Also, if you like to use a lot of water while painting, probably it's just a bad habit of mine, but I have fun, so it's okay. So if you're like me, don't use cheap tape to tape down or mask areas on your paper, because it will just run through it and you will need to clean the areas later. As you can see, I'm using different color combinations for my little galaxies, and that's because I wanted to show you guys that you can really play around with different colors and placements. Try to start with one bright color and then add the rest around it. If you create a full page with a galaxy, I would do the same and just make it a lot bigger. Also, I wouldn't just go in with a super dark color. I would really build it up, because this way you will get different layers of paint in different shades and it will just look more three-dimensional. So start with one layer of paint, and when this is dry you can go back and add a darker shade. You can mix black to the paint, but be sure you don't do that with colors like yellow, because it will just look dirty. I would rather add similar colors like orange, or instead of trying to darken the yellow, use brown or orange instead, and just play around. Here I divided the paper in a lot of different sections, and you can do that as well and just try things out. You can try out different color combinations, mix colors, and see what you can get. And just have fun, guys. On this channel, I want to show you guys different tips and tricks and encourage you guys to try out new things and play around with different techniques and ways and just learn everything you need while you're doing it. I'm not an expert. I never say this is how you need to do something and that's the only right way, because there is no right way how to do something. As I said, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning and I make mistakes. I know there are super professional artists that can create such an amazing artwork, and I feel like sometimes it looks like you can never achieve that, and that's why I'm here for you guys, to encourage you to just try it out and have fun. I'm learning, you're learning, and we will get better over time, and that's okay. It's okay not to be able to draw or paint a certain way. You don't have to. Learn a few different techniques and ways how other people do something, and then incorporate that into your process until you find out what works best for you. And most important thing is, don't stress too much. Have fun. I believe that we as human beings, we tend to just say things like, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. But in reality, no one actually tries something out. We just say that because we are too scared or too lazy, to be honest. But there's no reason to be scared. Here I'm using cheap paint, a cheap tape that doesn't hold well, and I'm okay with that. By the way, I wouldn't use super thin paper for watercolors because this ain't fun, but there are also cheap versions of watercolor paper, so I would look into that, or just use thicker paper for painting and try it out. Also, you don't have to show anyone your paintings and creations because it's just for you. You want to learn and have fun, and you don't need to show anyone and get their approval of your artwork. It's about you. Art should be something fun and relaxing, nothing that stresses you, nothing that makes you feel bad about yourself. And that's why I usually repeat myself in my videos whenever I talk about things like that, because it's like the most important thing for me when I do videos like that. And I'm really happy to hear from you guys that you really enjoy my videos, that they helped you to get creative and to improve, or just to express yourself, to rediscover your passion for art or just creative things in general. And that's really awesome. I'm really happy to see your messages and your art and everything you do and share with me. So I'm really thankful for all your support, for watching my videos, for sharing your things, and just being here with me. So whenever you have any struggles with something, let me know and I will try my best to figure something out and make a video for it. Feel free to comment below and let me know what you would like to learn or what struggles you have so I can help. And yeah, this is the final result of my collection of galaxies. If you need more tips and tricks on watercolors, you can check out my playlist about watercolors. And if you are new to this channel, you should subscribe for more arts and crafts reviews in the future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye!